It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the 49ers and the Giants on Sunday night.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Dillard, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interception.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Trent McDuffie make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Big gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
That one goes for 8 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this time he is in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Dillard. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Dillard. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And taken right at the 35.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They go play action here. Purdy. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Play action. Now Purdy. He will find his man Chase complete.
It's a pickup of 17 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Purdy bootlegging it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
The kicker on 4.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he was trying to get it to 2-2 Atwell there, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
On third down, Dillard. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers.
Kyle Pitts.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at about the 28.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Purdy.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's second down.
Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Shoves him away. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Purdy off the play fake.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw on second down, Dillard.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken at about the 14.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still second down.
Running right, here's Walker.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, it's Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Buchanan. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On third down, here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A third down gain of 19. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Purdy. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, it's Purdy. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Dillard.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Back to throw again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Caught by Mayer.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we've
passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 18-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 3, second and a yard.
The 3-yard line.
Purdy.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shot.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, 49ers.
Purdy off the play fake. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with career touchdown number 60.
And the 49ers are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on third down, Dillard, and that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
.45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there.
He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And New York set to take the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Dillard in trouble, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
At their own 44-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
Again, it's Walker. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now Purdy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
With career touchdown number 128, he's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Gets around him. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Dillard. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Justin Jefferson
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Niners are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on third down, Dillard.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And going right back to Walker.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hand off here to Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Giants 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.